What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And today has been a damn good day, in the words of the great Ice Cube. Today has been a damn good day. So, how are all of you doing today? I hope you're doing great. We already have, we got about 40 people watching right when I hit click. So that's awesome. Thank you to everyone that has joined. I need to go ahead and share a link on Twitter. Let me see here. So, I mean, obviously we've had some breaking news today that has made me very, very happy. And of course, it's not confirmed. We know this. We know it's not confirmed, but it's still good news. Do I trust Grace? I don't know Grace. So, all I can say is that it's good information, and if you look at everything, if you look at all of the data, if you look at the mess that Star Wars is in, it's a very believable story. You've changed the camera angle. This camera angle will not exist in about a week, less than a week now. So it's going to be completely different. So you got to watch out for that. So yeah, and my room is still getting torn apart. I've got to put that Avengers poster in a casing. This could be, let's see, today or tomorrow could be the final day you see any of this. It's going to be close, but everything is changing. And I know some of you don't like change, but I promise you're going to like the change you see, because it's going to be for the better. I'm going to be able to make more videos and more live streams and have more people join the channel so we can have discussions, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So Johnny 5 wasn't notified. Stop yelling. The Metal Guy 852. I remember you and I got in a discussion about that. So will you still stream on YouTube? Absolutely, Elric. Absolutely. No doubt about that. Mac Welch, I'm late. Sorry. You're good, man. We're just getting started. So I'm going to let a few more people get in here. Porkins says, and today, I'm glad you guys enjoy my intro. So many people give me crap for it. Hingle says, about damn time, Jeremy. Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So will you be attending? I'm assuming that means Star Wars Celebration, not CW Celebration. But yes, I will be at Star Wars Celebration. I trust Grace because she isn't mainstream and could get a backlash from it. Oh, she's already getting backlash for it. She's getting a lot for it. Did I miss a super chat? Did I? Oh, shit, I sure did. There we go. Grace just incentivized us to skip episode 9 and Star Wars Celebration. Definitely episode 9. I'm going to be at Star Wars Celebration because I feel that it's my duty to be there. But episode 9, whew, it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull up another screen here so I can get my super chat screen. So I won't miss any really quick. So give me just a minute because, God damn it, hurry up, computer. Hurry up. Boom. Let me click on that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So hard to find all this stuff. So there we go. I got it now. All right, let me see what you guys are saying real quick. All right. Grand Moff Jeremy says Maple Madness. I like that. All right, so let's talk about what we have so far. Is if you didn't see my video, and I'm sure most of you did see my video from earlier, Grace Randolph from Beyond the Trailer has some inside information into the wonderful world of Disney. And according to her sources and according to her, Kathleen Kennedy is definitely on her way out the door. Bob Iger is very aware of Star Wars being a complete disaster. And it's a beautiful thing. But the problem is nobody wants to take over for Kathleen Kennedy because she has created such a toxic environment. And the working conditions are just split down the middle. I have heard this from other people. I have heard from people that have knowledge of Lucasfilm that there is a lot of divide within creative right now. So that's great to hear. I know a lot of people are already trying to discredit her. And that's what happens when you speak out. So she's rolling the dice when she's putting this information out there. So Odin's movie blog, what's up, brother? Are you still male or are you offended? I am offended if you call me a male. It's a very offensive term. I am currently working on buying a pussy hat so I can go and protest things that I have no interest in. I'm looking very forward to that. We are making a list of things that we're going to be protesting, me and just a lot of other beta males. I'm becoming a beta male. I'm tucking everything, and I'm becoming a beta, and I'm just going to protest things that I have no interest in whatsoever. And you can never refer to me as a male because it's very offensive to my culture, my straight white male culture. So Joseph Hickman, bro, I love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Oh man, these people, these lunatics, I swear. Can we call you B-mail? Soy. Let the past live. Chicago's got your back. Escape World show. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. I've been to Chicago one time. And I didn't really get a chance to see Chicago like I wanted. Actually, about a year and a half ago, Facebook actually invited myself and a couple other people from the Geeks and Gamers team. At the time, our editor-in-chief, who's no longer with us, he actually got the invite, and he was gracious enough to let me tag along. So we went on an all-paid vacation, basically, on Facebook's dollar, and Facebook fed us food that I couldn't even pronounce some of the food they were trying to feed us. I just wanted burgers. But it was cool. It was part of their group initiative because we have the Facebook group, the Geeks and Gamers Facebook group, and it was pretty cool. So, but I didn't get to see, I want to go see the Home Alone house when I go to Chicago next, and I want to see the areas where they filmed The Dark Knight. That's two things on my bucket list. So when I go to Chicago for Celebration, I'm going to make a point to check those things out. So Laura makes Star Wars fun again story says, do you think they keep Ryan for SJW fans? No, Ryan Johnson's gone. He's gone. If Kathleen Kennedy is gone, Ryan Johnson's gone. It's not even a question in my mind. I do not think Ryan Johnson's movie sees the light of day at all. And yeah, I don't think it happens. I don't even think it's going to happen, period. Like, I don't even think it's right now. I feel like they've already decided that Ryan Johnson's trilogy won't happen. I hope they have. I hope they're smart enough to realize that. Hingle McCringleberry, when I smoke your ass in Mario Kart with a C. Everyone will see you really are a beta. Haha, love you, bro. Nice. I like it. Good. That's a good super chat. I can appreciate that one. What's up, Joseph? Oh, man, I lost it. Where'd it go? Joseph says Kathleen Kennedy has an issue, but Ryan is the only one who he really needs to go. He is depraved, vile psychopath who finds cannibalism, spousal abuse, and child murder funny. He said the film Mother was funny. Wow, did he say that? That movie is wild. That movie Mother is wild. Very wild movie. I could never see how anybody could find that funny. But that's Ryan Johnson for you. Yeah, I mean, he does need to go, but still, Kathleen Kennedy, she's the decision maker. So, I mean, ultimately, she has to go, in my opinion. So, Atomic Gum, we made noise, and now Top Brass is listening. And yeah, and this is how I look at this. You know, a lot of people are going to say, oh, you know, look, I'm learning how this game, like, it's a game. And I've had people that I knew their names prior to the YouTube channel taking off. And now people that I know their names from within, either attached to Lucasfilm or not, are reaching out to me and giving me information. You have to be careful, though. You have to be careful. I will never name any of these people that are reaching out to me. I give my word, just like the Last Jedi remake, those people, like, I gave them my word. It's whatever, man. I could have went public with that news a lot longer before it went viral on Twitter. I just didn't want to. I was talking to those guys, and, you know, they wanted me to, you know, drop some information. And I did on one of my live streams just in passing before it went viral, but I could have made a bigger deal of that. But yeah, but I'm not going to name who those guys are because that's how sources work. So with Grace and these sources, you got to be careful, man. And, you know, if people are trusting you with they're taking your word for it, you got to honor that. So, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Come on, catch up here. Hey, Jeremy, who do you think would be the best replacement for Kathleen Kennedy? Yeah, I've said it 1,000 times, but Dave Filoni is my pick. I don't think they're going to give it to Dave Filoni because, you know, because he's never ran a major studio. So I totally get it. I totally understand why they would rather wait and try to find someone a little more qualified and maybe give Dave Filoni head of creative. But I definitely want Dave Filoni for head of creative. He needs to have his fingerprints on every single Star Wars property that goes into canon from here on out. Movies, television shows, books, all of it. Filoni needs to sign off on it. Billy Ritchie says, does it bother you that you and world-class bullshitters could face an uphill battle at Star Wars Celebration if this gets more hostile in the future? Not really. If Lucasfilm or anybody at Lucasfilm tries to make our lives difficult just because we have an opinion that's different than theirs, then that will only help what we're doing. It'll only help us, and it'll help continue to build the foundation that we have. So I'm not really worried about that at all. I'm going up there to have a good time. I'm going up there to hang out with friends, meet new people. I'm not going up there to cause problems. That's not what I do. I'm going to have fun, have discussions with people. If people that disagree with me want to have a discussion with me, I'll have that discussion. So, yeah, but I have no concerns from that. So, all right, let me see here. I know I just got another super chat in. Laura makes Star Wars fun again story. I know who remake is. Lucasfilm peeps who hate Kathleen Kennedy. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. So, let me see here. Let me get something to drink real quick. This is a great victory for the rebellion. Fortnite is Cancer says, what's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy here with another video. Jeremy, any news on the remake? No, I have not spoken with them since I had some things to say on the YouTube channel. So I don't know. They may be mad at me, but I haven't spoken with them. I could reach out, but I have no, it's whatever. If you want me to reach out, I can, but I haven't, and I really am not interested in reaching out. So Hingle McCringleberry says he's going up there to meet a real Mario Kart champ, just saying. Again, credibility, man. You can't spell it right, then you can't be a real OG Mario Kart player. Just saying, Hingle. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's like those people that they talk about Star Wars and then they put up the Star Trek symbol. Like, that's kind of what you are at this point. Like, it's obvious you don't know anything about Mario Kart. The fact that you have created this monster now that's been created within the community with the Mario Kart with a C. I'm obviously messing with you. Ever seen The Room? I have not seen The Room. I haven't. We discussed that on the High Council a few weeks ago. I have not seen The Room. So, Jeremy, cool setup. Love the Superman S figure. Yep, that's my daughter got that for me. So right there. And yeah, pretty cool. So Aram says, do you think Campia will comment on Disney's meeting? Probably not, at least not as long as Grace is the sole source of it, because I don't think he and Grace get along very well. He might, but I know him and Grace don't really have a good relationship at all. So, I don't know. We shall see. He will, I mean, look, and I'm not going to sit here and say, like, we're all opportunists here on YouTube. That's why we're in, like, we want views, we want subs, we want our platform to get bigger. So it's a news topic with a hot button issue. So he should probably, the smartest thing to do is to cover it. He should definitely cover it. I don't know if he will, but there's nothing wrong with that if he does. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, phew, another excuse to make a Kathleen Kennedy video. Hell yeah, let's do it. So I jumped on it, and I was excited. I didn't plan. I mean, I hardly plan any of my videos out. But that one, I just turned the camera on and started talking, and I'm sure you guys all saw my excitement. I was very, very excited and very, very happy. Dwayne Morris, you should have Grace Randolph on the show. I would love to have Grace on the show. Love it. you know, like I said, she and I haven't had, I've not always seen eye to eye with her, and I've been critical of her with some of the things she said in the past, but that's just like from afar, like me being a fan. I'm sure a lot of you are critical of a lot of things I say from time to time, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm becoming a huge fan of Grace, and I've watched Grace for a long time. So Hingle McCringle, you're gonna learn the power of the card side. Somebody's message just got restricted. I don't know who. Let's see. Martle, what's up, Martle? What's up? What is your favorite lightsaber color? Green. Luke Green. That's my favorite lightsaber color. You should reach out to Grace and offer her a spot on G&G. I will definitely do that once I get everything moved over to my new room. I will definitely, I would love to have her on. So Joseph, Pokemon over Mario Kart with the C, fight me. Chat. Okay, he's talking to the chat. So do you prefer Mario Kart or Pokemon? You already know the answer for me. So you already know what I'm going to say. So there's no point in me getting into it because it's like a broken record at this point. So Lobocop69. Yo, Jeremy, how does it feel to be right? I wonder when Chuck Wendig will attack Grace Randolph. Money talks, Kathleen Kennedy walks. Also, props to Grace. She wiped the floor with Kathleen and SJWs today. She really did. She whooped their tails. It was beautiful. CH Steele, your message was restricted and I can't see it. Yeah, no, totally. Lobocop though. Man, I loved that video. I really did. I really loved it. So it was great. Nexus 8. What kind of Star Wars video game would you like to see made and what developer would make it? Personally, I'd love to see a Kyle Katarn game. I'm very excited for Respawn's Star Wars game. I've said this many times. I'm a huge Titanfall fan. I love Titanfall, like unconditionally love Titanfall. Probably slightly prefer the first one, but it's damn close because the second one had a better campaign, obviously, or a campaign. But the gameplay just felt a tad better in the first one, but both games are phenomenal. So the fact that Respawn is working on a Star Wars game is very exciting for me. Outside of Respawn, I mean, you know, it would be cool to have, you know, Rockstar work on a game, obviously. But Respawn is actually probably my #1 choice. I just hope it's narrative driven, and there's really good story elements. But I'm very excited for Respawn, and I'm really hoping to get more details on that as the months go along. Kyle Beeson says, WWF Wrestler of the Day, Andre the Giant. Have you guys seen that Andre special on HBO? It is phenomenal. If you have not watched it, even if you're not a wrestling fan, I think you can appreciate that. It is so, it's a very emotional, I don't know if we call it a documentary. It was a special, though. It was Andre the Giant special on HBO. And it was so good. It was so damn good. And I highly recommend it. So definitely check that out if you have not. All right, I lost my spot. Star Wars philosophy. I just woke up. Is Kathleen Kennedy's time up? Bob Iger is not happy with Star Wars. He's aware of Star Wars. He's aware of all of the garbage that has become of Star Wars. And the word on the street from Grace Randolph is Bob Iger wants her gone, but he can't find a replacement because nobody wants to take over the disaster she has created at Lucasfilm. So this story will continue to develop. And I can't wait. Optimus Jedi says Mario Kart annihilates Pokemon, not even a contest. That's what I'm talking about. And he spelled Mario Kart with a K. That's what I'm talking about. Goldfox177, is that a mall figure behind the mall head? Yes. Right here. Pretty cool, huh? I love Darth Maul. So yes, that is a mall figure. Make sure he doesn't fall when I set him back up there. A lot of Pokemon fans. A lot of Pokemon fans. Let's see. Jeremy, what would be the ideal character arc for Luke in your version of The Last Jedi, the action brick? So what I wanted to see from Luke, and it's pretty like, it's vague. I don't need, I didn't have specifics in mind. That's why when people say all these people had this idea of what they wanted to see and it didn't happen, it's not that. It's just that I wanted to see the Luke that was built up in the original trilogy, and I wanted to see him become this Grand Master Jedi. I wanted to see Luke in the presence of mere mortals, which is how it should have been perceived. Like when Luke Skywalker walks in a room, everyone stops, everyone listens. They have to be in awe of Luke Skywalker. I wanted to see him basically like perceived as a god on Earth after the setup with The Force Awakens. And that's kind of how it was kind of built up to be, you know, with the reaction to, oh, I thought he was a myth, you know, and how Rey and Finn are looking at Han when Han is talking about Luke. They were just mesmerized. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see people revere Luke like that. And whatever happened beyond that was fine, but I just wanted to see him treated like the legend that he is and should have become. And clearly he was just an old man on a rock. He basically was Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino, except he wasn't as badass, because Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino was badass. And it sucked, man. It really did. So, Jeremy, when will you come to London? Whenever you buy my tickets, I'll head there right now. And I've never been on a plane. So buy my ticket. I'll fly to London right now. Give me a place to stay. I'm there. I hope I didn't just open up a can of worms right there. Thomas Gilkey, hey, man, just stopped by to say, hey, also thanks for the video yesterday on the page. Also, only one more week till I meet Alex and Miguel and Tahir and Samuel and Jasmine. Right on. Well, we need a group picture from the Geeks and Gamers crew, because that's going to be very awesome. And thank you for the super chat, Thomas, and you're welcome for the video. Jeremy, I'm here in El Salvador. What's up, Jimmy? Thank you for joining. EVS is live. EVS is always live. He is always live. Let me see. All right, I got to get caught up here. Super chat always the chat always jumps around. Panboy Lando Soy Child Dong Lover. I love that name. Love you, Jeremy. Love the whole G&G community. Right back at you, brother. Right back at you. Jimmy B, the midichlorian count runs strong here. That's what I'm talking about. Andre the Giant was great in The Princess Bride, says Tom McDaniel. Yes, he was. Andre was great, period. All right, Joseph Miller, love the show, Jeremy. Do you think the reason Marvel and Pixar was in the conference was a warning of what not to do? It's a very good point. You know, it might have been a situation where they were kind of showing, like, maybe not what to do as much as, like, hey, what we've been doing is a problem, and maybe we need to slow that roll down. There's no doubt about it. It's not like Bob Iger's not an SJW. He is. Like, he does good. He just fall into that crowd. I mean, it's no doubt about it. I'm not, as a Disney fan, as someone that actually likes Bob Iger, I'm not oblivious to the fact that of where he is politically and socially. And so it's not like he's oblivious to it. It's not like he hasn't played a part into this. So it could have been more of a situation like, hey guys, we have overstepped the line big time. And if Star Wars is losing money due to SJW nonsense, then anything will lose money if we continue on this path. So maybe something like that. Obviously, that's pure speculation. So Catpool says, what's up, Jeremy? It's Catpool coming to you with another taco. That's awesome. Let me see. Martel, so, man, you're always lighting the super chat up. I really appreciate that. Let me see what you got here. Nah, on the game side, I am more hoping Obsidian could pick up where they left off with, of course, you know, it's me, Kotar, just because of the pre-prequel era and so many interesting and gave you so many possibilities. Also, God, Emperor, Luke, Legend. Yeah, I you know, for me, it's just being such a fan of Respawn so far. And again, Respawn, this is Vince Zampanelli, I think is his name, who they are the guys that were developers for like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2. And thus back in the day when Call of Duty was amazing. And those guys then broke off and started working on, I think they probably did Modern Warfare 3. Then they broke off and created Respawn. And I'm very happy with what they've done with Respawn at this point. I'm very, very happy. All right. So Joseph says the one thing I wanted was Snoke being Jar Jar 9. The whole Babylon and Mullich left testicle wouldn't give me that. Oh, the Jar Jar theory. Lycan 645. Hi, Jeremy. Would you consider talking to Skyman Universe or Mr. H reviews? They both appear crestfallen with the current Star Wars. Absolutely. I would have. I don't know of Mr. H reviews, but I know of Skyman Universe. So I would definitely like to have talk with Skyman for sure. So Pat Beckard, have you seen the new Jurassic World? I still haven't. I've been so busy. Every time I try to go to the movie, something comes up. But I want to go see that in Incredibles 2. I might go see those soon. I hope. I don't know. Let me see. Jeremy, do you still watch wrestling? Says Lego BDR. No, I don't. I haven't watched wrestling since probably like 2014. I went to WrestleMania 30. I was a big CM Punk fan. Punk obviously quit, I think in January of 2014, if I'm not mistaken. But I did go to WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans. That was when Daniel Bryan won the belt. That was when Stone Cold and The Rock and Hulk Hogan opened the show. And it was it was a great moment. That's when Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker. It was great. It was great. And it was one of the greatest moments I've ever had as a wrestling fan. But after that, the creative direction of it just continued to fall apart. And maybe about 3 or 4 months later, I finally gave up on wrestling. So yeah, it sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So, oh my gosh, so many super chats. I'm trying to get to them. I'm trying. Roland Weingart, do you watch Screen Junkies talk about The Last Jedi? They seem kind of delusional about the problems. I don't watch Screen Junkies. I mean, I've seen a few of their stuff. I watched some of their honest trailers, but they're just general shows. I don't have any reason to watch Screen Junkies at all. So, let me see. Nate Do Double. Nate Do Double. I'm seriously down on the director. I'm seriously down on the director of Star Wars. Are we screwed? Or the direction of Star Wars. I'm sorry. Are we screwed? Will it actually get better? You stumble on my name every time. You can call me Dub or In Dub. I like In Dub, so I might do that. And I stumbled on it this time too. Yeah, I'm down on it too. There's no doubt about it. I'm completely down. But I feel like I'll take a line from The Dark Knight. The night is darkest before the dawn, and we are in the darkest time of Star Wars, and I feel that we're closer than ever to getting this thing turned around. But it's going to take episode 9, you know, really underperforming, and I think we're on a clear path for that to happen. I don't even think it's close. Like, I think it's easily going to happen. So, Joseph, Pat, yes, it was good, but there were some SJW moments that were cringier. They were cringy, and including a nasty woman reference. So that was in reference to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I think is what it's called. Laura makes Star Wars fun again. Story: Luke and hiding to protect Padawans from Kylo Ren would have been cool. That way, Rey would have students for a new generation of Jedi. That's one way to go about it for sure. Lobocop69, guys who made Witcher 3 should make Star Wars RPG. I'm sure they would have done justice to the source material. Also, Ryan's next movie document about about unemployment or an unemployed director. Sad thing is, no Holdo prequel. All right, I'm caught up. So John says, good evening, Master Jeremy. Well, good evening, John. Thank you for joining us. Koji says, why do people force their shitty SJW agenda in basically every movie these days? I know, I don't get it. I mean, I don't understand why they continue doing this. And so, it's ridiculous. So Demon Skaith says, sorry, Jay, I just memed you on Twitter. I regret nothing. Oh man, let me look this up. Aram says, The Last Jedi, Kylo and Koren. Oh man, where'd it go? Kylo and Koren fighting Luke in the third act. I think, did you mean Rey? Kylo and Rey fighting? I don't know what you mean by that. Nate, can I say in dub? We never got to see Luke's true power as a super Jedi. It's right. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't even like talking about The Last Jedi anymore. All right, let me see what I got. What type of meme did I get tagged in this meme? Let's see. I'm just gonna go to my mentions and see if I can find it. Well, unless it's buried in my mentions, which are insane right now. I don't see it at the moment. So you got to tag me, and I'll retweet it. but I won't see it for a while because I can't spend too much time on Twitter. At some point, Jeremy, you need to shave. Sorry, was watching Uncle Ethan, says Jeffrey Toon. That's cool. It's all good. Uncle Ethan and myself and World Class, we all discuss, like, when we're live together, it's all good, man. You guys can watch, you know, whoever. I mean, we're all part of the same thing. So it's all good in the hood. Red Leader, don't give up. Red Leader Jeremy, don't give up. Never giving up. Jeffrey Toon says, I'm so conflicted. It's all good, man. It's all good. Let me see. What's with the beard, Jeremy? I'm just growing it. I don't know. It's probably the angle, because usually I'm looking at you guys straight on and a little further back. So now you're actually noticing my little peach fuzz, because I can't grow a beard. So never give up, never surrender, says Atomic Gun from Galaxy Quest. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Oh, you saw Hulk Hogan in the Silver Dome, says Nicholas Glenn, and you're right. Oh, that moment was so great. And then Stone Cold come out there and corrected him, and it was awesome. And then I think The Rock actually corrected him too. So it was funny as hell. So all right, I don't think I missed any other super chats. So nope, looks like we're good. All right, cool. So Mark Hughes referred to men as white SJW haters on the latest episode of Superhero News. I don't pay attention to Mark Hughes at all from Forbes. Yeah, I'm familiar with him, and I don't pay attention to him at all. Oh, Knights of Ren. I'm sorry. My bad, Aram. Kylo and the Knights of Ren. I should have caught that. Fighting Luke on the island. That would have been great. Again, why didn't we get more? Why didn't we get more of the Knights of Ren? The Knights of Ren sounded fascinating. I would have loved to have seen Kylo Ren going from galaxy to galaxy, to planet, using the Knights of Ren and just wiping people out, wiping them out. It would have been incredible. There was so much to work with, and Rian Johnson just ignored all of it. Jesus, I get aggravated the more I talk about it. All right. Let me see. Let me see. S Gamble 121682. If Luke had to die, should have been on an epic battle versus Kylo and the Knights of Ren, taking a few of them out in the process. This is exactly what Aram just said. Goldfox177. Hey Jeremy, do you ever play NFL head coach game? Did you ever play the NFL head coach game? No, it's not Sports Channel, but wondering since I love that game. No, I don't play sports games that much anymore. I kind of got bored with Madden games. I'm still a Tecmo Bowl guy. So, I mean, I will literally still play Tecmo Super Bowl on my Super Nintendo. I will get the Eagles. I will play as Randall Cunningham. And it's just wonderful. But I don't hate sports games. Obviously, I'm a sports fanatic. But Madden, they just kind of are so repetitive. I know they've made small changes, but it's just back when there were different companies, like when there was back when there was some competition and you had the NFL 2K license and you had Madden, there was some competition. It was great, but it's almost like Madden's got like a monopoly on the NFL name and brand, and it sucks. It really sucks. So and somebody just said Madden Monopoly. Cold outside right now, though, said Mad Monopoly. So, Jeremy is a Mary Sue. Okay, I'm down with that. I don't know how, but I'll take it. All right, I'm looking. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, Philip Lake said, I wanted Luke to be like, there is no light or dark side of the Force. It's more about what you do with it and be master of all. That sounds pretty damn cool. That sounds pretty cool. Bo Jackson or Eric Dickerson, I was a Bo guy. So even though I'm an Alabama fan, I was a Bo Jackson guy because Bo was just a freak of nature back in the day. Demon Skate, yeah, just tagged you. Brace yourself. Oh boy. Oh boy, let me look at this meme. Here we go. This is at Jimmy Lozano 20. Hey guys, let's troll the great Jeremy. For me, at D-Day Cobra is making his videos exactly like the former president Bill Clinton, or maybe he's seeing The Last Jedi for the second time. All right, I just read. That's good stuff. All right, I gotcha. Um, Jeremy, you might want to sleep with one eye open. Johnson might get you. Bring him on. Bring him on. Let me see. Memphis Dale says, "What's up, Jay? Bama sucks. Go Vols." Nick Saban's coming after you, Memphis Dale. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Jeffrey Toon, coach. Sorry. Did you play Breath of the Wild? Absolutely. Breath of the Wild is one of the greatest games I've ever played. Although I didn't play it as much as I played it a lot, but my daughter played. My daughter was playing it so much, she put like 300 hours into that game. So what I didn't play, I watched her play. Incredible stuff. Potentially better than A Link to the Past, and that's always been my favorite Zelda game. But I haven't played Link to the Past in God knows how long. I don't even hardly remember that game, so I need to play it again. Joseph Hickman says, "I liked Finn in TFA. I hated him in The Last Jedi." You and me both. Same here. I didn't love Finn in TFA, but he was fine. Like, he was fine, you know. Probably my least favorite character in TFA, but I liked all the characters in TFA. I had no problem with any of the characters in The Force Awakens. So Discount Rockstar, Jeremy can't be Mary Sue. If he was, he would be able to grow an actual beard. That's a damn good point right there. Like, that's a good point. Because Rey could probably grow a beard right now, like a full man beard, just because she can. So that's a good point. Kurt Cole, would have been priceless if Grace had ended her video today saying many Bothans died. Hey, Jeremy, have you played Bayonetta? I have not played Bayonetta. I've heard great things about it. Just never got around to it. Jimmy Lozano says, "Thanks, Jeremy." Thank you, man. That was pretty funny. That's pretty funny meme you just did on me. So, oh boy. At this point, what can't Rey do? Exactly. So I was talking about it today in the video I made where I was talking about how we could fix episode 9. And you go back to that Force vision in The Force Awakens, and that was actually a really cool moment. And you actually saw fear in Rey. Like, she actually was fearful and intimidated, and she couldn't handle it. That's character development. And it's a moment that we never revisited, ever. Like, how the hell did that happen? How did that happen? TFA is trash. Wake up, Jeremy. Again, man, I liked it. I can't change the fact that I liked the movie, and I'm not going to just tell you I didn't like it to please our audience. I liked it. I loved it at the time. I've definitely regressed on how I feel about it, but all I can do is be honest with you. So let me see. Rey will resurrect Luke next. I don't know what I don't know where Lauren's at. She's probably busy right now. Mike Daniels, do you like Revenge of the Sith? No. I love Revenge of the Sith. It's my second favorite Star Wars movie. So I absolutely positively love Revenge of the Sith. So boom boom boom. Like, and here's the thing with TFA. People can say whatever they want, okay? The proof is in the pudding. The Force Awakens had, like, the opening weekend, juggernaut, records. Second weekend, boom, another record for second weekend because the word of mouth was so good. And then it had the legs at the box office because people were happy about it. People liked it. People enjoyed it. Then the Blu-ray came out, and the Blu-ray sold like hotcakes. Mega numbers on Blu-ray. And then Rogue One was a successful movie because The Force Awakens pleased the fandom. Then the sequel to The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, had a $220 million opening weekend. Why? Because people were happy with The Last Jedi. Then, with The Force Awakens. And then the second week for The Last Jedi, massive drop. Nothing has been the same since the opening weekend for The Last Jedi. And then the next movie after The Last Jedi, Solo. Massive failure. So the proof is in the pudding. Blu-ray sales for The Last Jedi tanking compared to The Force Awakens. So you don't have to like it, but the heavy majority of fans and the general audience did. And again, if you're going to go back to that Rotten Tomatoes score over and over again for The Last Jedi, then you've got to go back to the Rotten Tomatoes score for The Force Awakens. That's only being fair. So, all right. See, you got me going, and I've lost my spot. Let me see. Let me see. Ah, why do you jump around like this, YouTube? I swear to God, it pisses me off. And I am going to destroy my Force Awakens Blu-ray. I promise you, I am. Very soon with my golf club. It's going to be really awesome. I promise. Okay. The Imperthian. You should do a live stream with Vincent Vendetta. He likes The Last Jedi, and you dislike, but you're both on the same page with the SJWBS. I like that idea. Yeah, like I said, when I make this move over to this new setup I'm going to be doing and get my internet all ready to go, I'm going to be bringing a lot of different people onto this channel. This is going to be a place where all opinions are welcome, as long as you're not an asshole and as long as you're not making this nonsense identity politics claims. That's what I have no use for whatsoever. I have use for common sense, and common sense means you can have an opinion, but don't sit there and ignore the general consensus or whatever. Let me see. Word of mouth is so damn strong. I don't know what you're talking about. I was probably on my TFA rant I was going on. Nicholas Glenn, how much super chat donation do I need to send you to reply to my email with the Last Straw logo on this live stream? I'm so sorry. You don't have to send me anything, man. My email, it's so, like, I open my email and I just try. I do reply to people. There's people that can confirm I've replied to them, but my email is a effing nightmare every time I open it. So I'm working on it. Let's see. Trying to read all comments and your super chats. Joseph says, Rey can't beat Jar Jar. He is such a master of Force mind control. He could use Mind Slave, Palpatine, and Qui-Gon. Rey fights the Binks and becomes his slave. Got EVS running on my phone. Just made it to this stream. Too many streams going on. Martel, I feel good. Just got the seismic charge detonation sound from seismic charge detonation sound from a message tone. Nice. Captain Valor, they could probably reverse the Last Jedi BS with the world between worlds idea from Rebels. That's what I said. That's what I said on my video earlier today. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people aren't familiar with Rebels. But it's that Dave Filoni introduced something in the canon that could easily let them right the wrongs of The Last Jedi easily. I just don't think they're going to do that. I just don't. Let me see. Dismally Arc. Who needs Star Wars when you guys are getting a Space Force? That's right. That's right. Arc Trooper Knox, the team that designed TFA First Order gear are some of the only Lucasfilm folks I like. Troopers, TIEs, and Star Destroyers are on point in my opinion. I agree. I agree. They are on point. I wish they would have evolved a little more with some of the First Order stuff. I mean, if you go back to Star Wars, Empire, Return of the Jedi, literally everything was right. Like, they nailed everything with the ships and the look of the troopers, everything. They slightly upgraded the stormtroopers, in my opinion. Although I liked the First Order stormtrooper look. I thought it was a natural progression and it looked good. But right now, the problem is the First Order has no personality. Like, there's nothing to like about the First Order. It doesn't even seem like it's a thing. Like, it's just something that they've named, but you don't get the feel of the First Order doing anything like you did in the original trilogy with the Empire. The Empire felt like something real. It felt it. You actually could almost tangibly touch the Empire, it felt like. Whereas the First Order, there's nothing. It's so bland and there's nothing. There's no substance to the First Order or anything. So because of that, I kind of attached those First Order stormtroopers to the fact that it's kind of just a blah organization or whatever you want to call it, and it's boring. So by that default, I almost don't like the look anymore. But that's not to say that the design wasn't good. But with the TIE fighters and the Star Destroyers, I don't feel like they evolved them a little bit in The Force Awakens and then to the Last Jedi, but I wish they would have gotten involved a little more, if that makes sense. Vorhees67, Mike Zero on the High Council, pretty please. I have no contact with Mike. Never talked to him. I could contact Mike. So again, the High Council is totally not my call per se. I guess when it's on my channel, it's my call. It's really how it goes. When it's on your channel each week, you kind of have the say so. So I don't know. I don't know if Mike would make a good personality on screen during a live show. Maybe he does. I don't know, but he just on his videos, and I'm not being critical because I like Mike Zero from what I've seen, and he has all my support because I think he makes good content and interesting content, but he's really robotic. And I don't know if he has the personality to come onto the High Council. Maybe he does. That's just me based on the small information that I have. So, all right, it looks like I'm caught up. Let's see. Aboon Dance gave me $1, and hey, and that was after he said TFA was trash, and I told him why I like TFA, and super chatted because that's how discussions go. That's what I'm talking about. So thank you very much for that, and I respect the fact that you don't like TFA. Let me see. Arc Trooper Knox, to clarify, I love their looks as a military. As a military, they're a candle, and the Empire is the sun. No comparison. They're pathetic. I got you. That makes sense. That makes total sense. Now let me go back to my other super chat just to see if I'm caught up and make sure I didn't miss anything from you guys. Looks like we are caught up. All right, here we go. Let me see here. Darth Hoagie says, "Hey Jeremy, are you religious at all apart from believing in the Force?" I have my beliefs. I don't preach about my beliefs. I don't share. I don't get into all that with many people because it's really who cares what I think, and I don't think anybody. I believe people as individuals should have their own personal beliefs, and you shouldn't try to push that stuff on people. Same with politics. I mean, politics. The reason I decided to be a little more vocal about my personal politics is because the SJWs use this stuff against people. It's almost like they're using it as a weapon. And so that's why I decided if you're going to go after EVS over stuff, thinking it's like you're exposing a secret about him, which they didn't, because it's never like he's ever hid from his political ideology. I decided I would go public with where I stood on things. So as far as religion, I have my beliefs, and I respect everyone else's beliefs too, as long as you're not, because at the end of the day, there's the one universal thing amongst everybody in their beliefs. You want to know what that is? None of us fucking know. So we just have to have our faith. None of us know the answer, and one day we'll all find out. That's how I look at it. So one day we will find out. All right. All right, I got that one. Jeffrey Toon, I think Hux should be maybe an Ozzel Thrawn, or it's a Thrawn. Like you don't, you want Hux to be a Thrawn type. I just don't see Domhnall Gleeson. Is that his name? Domhnall Gleeson. I just don't see him being able to pull that off. Maybe he can, but I don't see him as an actor able to pull that off. I really don't. Arrogant but skilled. Also love to Star Destroyers. I want Benedict Cumberbatch to be a Thrawn. If he's not Thrawn, make him a Thrawn-like character. But I don't think that I don't think Hux could pull that off. So Jeremy can't talk today. Can I ever talk on these live streams? Ever? Come on. I don't know. He's not, but he's not saying Hux should be Thrawn. He's saying he should be a Thrawn type. So again, he's not saying he should be Grand Admiral Thrawn. So let me clarify that. He's not saying he should be. He's saying a type of character like Thrawn. I understand what he's saying, and I get it. So how Z can tell how much you depend on Lauren when she isn't here. And good morning from Melbourne, of course, because Lauren's the best. So let me see. Teresa Martin, one of my favorite common sense quotes. The only thing surprising about common sense is how uncommon it has become. That is true. That is very, very true. It's really bad. How can you like what TFA did to Han Solo, says Aboon Dance. Again, I didn't necessarily like it at the time. I didn't like the fact that Han, Luke, and Leia weren't together. But I had faith that they had a reason why they were doing that. And in my mind, Kylo needed to do that to Han to get to where they wanted to take Kylo. But Rian Johnson decided that none of that mattered, and we're just going to turn this into a Twilight movie. And so that's not but you can't fault TFA for Rian Johnson's crimes. Does it hurt my opinion of TFA? Absolutely. But that's just being a human being. But I have to look at TFA in isolation still. But with that said, I'm fine. Like, I'm almost to a point where The Force Awakens is not canon to me anymore. I don't think I consider it canon because everything Rian Johnson did with it, and the fact that J.J. Abrams wasn't man enough to step up and go, hey guys, what are you doing? Like, I set up story elements and you're ignoring everything. And he couldn't do that. And that's what happens when you're a beta male. So Jimmy B says, do you think Lando would hook up with robot dot matrix from the Spaceballs? The fact that we have to ask these questions shows exactly where Disney's Star Wars has went. And it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. It's sad and pathetic. For me, the sequel trilogy is not canon. Rogue One is for sure. I need to watch Rogue One again. I didn't like Rogue One as much as a lot of you did the first time I watched it. But I'm going to have to check it out. So, for sure. We have 800 people. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you. Make sure you hit that like button. We are on my computer, so we don't have to worry about it. I have to give that warning every time that we're on my computer, so you can definitely like the video. It won't crash. So, let's see. Final Death Star wrote Bob Iger about not being called customer. Nice. And he should be called. He should be notified about that. That was nonsense. If you guys saw my video the other day with this Lucasfilm, a writer for StarWars.com said that we're not customers and we don't deserve to be customers. And we have no say-so about Star Wars whatsoever. It was unbelievable. One of the most ignorant things I've ever seen in my life from someone that's connected to a company. I just can't imagine what the PR department thought about that. It's unbelievable to me. There is literally no leadership at Lucasfilm at all. None. It's so bad. Let me see. Jeffrey Toon says, Jeremy is from Alabama. They do not speak proper English. Jimmy says, Jeremy, do you think episode 9 has already scripted with SJW story, or can we change the script for a real Star Wars story? That's a good question, and I don't know. I feel like they're going to make changes to the story. I feel like they're going to try to fix things, but maybe that's just me maybe that's me having too much faith in the process. I've already been burnt once on that. But even if they change the story, I don't have trust for them to get it right. Like, I laid out what they should do for episode 9 to get it right. There's literally no way they're going to do anything I said. So, and not like because of listening to me, they probably never saw my video, but I'm just saying there's no way they're going to do the things that I highlighted, because that would make way too much sense and show too much respect for the universe. Jeremy, make sure you watch A New Hope with it. You're talking about Rogue One. Absolutely. I mean, there's no other way. You got to watch A New Hope and then, watch Rogue One and then watch A New Hope. Absolutely. Joseph says, Ryan has a religion. Jeremy, Mother is a satanic film. Ryan loves Satan, pure and simple. The man loves the depraved and loathes the sane and good. Yeah, Mother is a very, that's a like, I don't get offended by anything. So, like, Mother is obviously a very anti-religion, movie. And that's fine. I don't care. Mother was, I like ambition. I like when people are ambitious. And bottom line is, Mother was something that was created to get on a soapbox. I thought it was not a great movie by any means, but I did enjoy the conversations it created, but I don't like that movie at all. And I don't like, what's his name? Who made that movie? He made Black Swan. I can't remember his name right this second. I know you guys are about to tell me, but I'm drawing a blank. Is it Darren something? Darren Aronofsky? Yeah, that's it. And nobody told me in the chat, so I got it before you guys told me. When are you going to break the TFA movie? Probably next week. very early next week, I'm going to break my TFA movies. I have multiple copies of the Blu-ray and the DVD. So do you want me to break them all at once or one at a time with my golf clubs? So do you want me to break all of my Blu-rays and DVDs of The Force Awakens at one time or individual swings with my golf club? That would be that's what I'm curious about. And I'm waiting for the chat to catch up. Oh, there's a super chat right there. The Norwegian guy, Bob Iger, should finish episode 9 and cut his losses. Let Filoni and Favreau finish their shows, and Lucasfilm should be axed. That's not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen. But I see your point for sure. Is SC Reviews up in here? My buddy SC Reviews in here. It looks like you all want individual. So you want me to break them individually. Okay. Individually, then it will be individually. And we will get to test out my golf swing and see how good or bad it might be. So microwave one of them. Why are you destroying them though, John? Because I have no desire to watch them ever again. Maybe that'll change after 9, but I highly doubt it. So they're just a reminder of how much disappointment ultimately The Last Jedi gave me. Fortnite is Cancer says, your thoughts on the F-Zero franchise? I love F-Zero. I have F-Zero on the Super Nintendo. I want a remake. What was that game? There was a game that came out on the Switch. I can't remember it. It wasn't made by Nintendo. It was a digital download, and it was kind of like a F-Zero inspired racer. I can't remember the name of it right now, but in Mario Kart 8, they actually have the F-Zero course, and I'm just looking at it going, golly, guys, why can't you just make another F-Zero with these types of graphics? There's so much potential there. So I think at some point Nintendo will make a new F-Zero game. So Mackenzie Goff says they already retconned by ignoring the map in TFA. They ignored everything in TFA, it seems like. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. I don't understand it. So what is a bad number for episode 9 at the box office? Good question. I think under $1 billion is definitely bad. But I think it's possible. Look, I mean, I'm the guy who said Solo needed to do like 700 million to be a really bad day at the office for Kathleen Kennedy. And damn movie ain't going to break 400 million. So episode 9 could potentially, like, if it came in under 800 million, my God, could you imagine that? But definitely $1 billion, because right now you've got The Force Awakens that did 2.1 billion. Then you've got The Last Jedi that did 1.2, 1.3 billion. And then you have you have this whole, hang on, I'm moving my super chat screen over here. You have, if you have episode 9 that does under $1 billion, that's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad. So I love it. All right, I got to get caught up here. So, man, there's a lot of super chats that I need to catch up on. So what is a bad number for bad? I got that one. They already retconned by ignoring TFA. OB2 Big Nuts says, blow them up with fireworks. Halsey said, so how many, see how many you can get in one swing. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good idea. I like that idea. John Harden says, Tannerite and my Taurus 38. So you want me to shoot them? You want me to shoot them? Nate, in dub. Come on, don't be a kiss ass. Keep the DVDs. TFA is good. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's like Joker said. It's about sending a message, okay? It's about sending a message. If, look, I do still have it on digital, so there's nothing I can do with that other than delete it. So I can't destroy it. So I'm always going to own the movie because I have it on digital. Jeffrey Toon, one at a time means we can savor the experience, okay? Topic change to positive Star Wars stuff. Have you ever played Star Wars Empire at War? Thoughts? I have not played Star Wars Empire at War. I have some of my games right here that these are some of my Star Wars games that I have though. So I haven't played the Old Republic, but I have the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic I'm currently playing. I obviously love Battlefront 2. I obviously love Battlefront 1, the OGs. The only reason I bought this game was because Ahsoka's a playable character, but I haven't even played it yet. And then the Clone Wars and the Force Unleashed 2, and I also have the Force Unleashed 1 somewhere over there. I love the Force, and I also have Revenge of the Sith over there too. Get that straight. So let me see. Matt Tuwayne says, Jeremy, you should come to the UT Bama game this fall. We'll watch my Vols whoop that booty. Just kidding. More likely Kathleen Kennedy gets fired first before that happens. I'd love to come to the Bama Tennessee game. Reviews for you. I made a video about this 2 days ago. It's time to rally and take back ours. Lucasfilm and Disney have sunk billions into Star Wars. Got to go. Hashtag take a Last Jedi. I'm going to be getting in contact with you too, reviews for you, Craig. I'm going to be getting in contact with you, so don't worry. Worf1 says, Episode 9 covers Rey going dark side and destroying the Resistance. It ends with two figures saying they have a plan. 10, it begins with Ahsoka and Ezra using a portal link to talk to Luke before he meets Rey. I like it. I like it for sure. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen. That's the problem with it. But it's a great, I love the idea behind that, Worf. I really do. Jeff says, Jeremy did a rebuttal video to fix episode 9. Guess you haven't seen it. Had a few questions on your ideas, respectfully, of course. Absolutely. I mean, if you've seen it, it sounds like you haven't seen it yet, but if you want to check it out and then throw some questions my way, I'm more than happy to answer. Jason Fanning, Jeremy, I want to hear the opinions for an animated George Lucas sequel trilogy. I'm just curious about what the fandom thinks. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. And you want to hear opinions for an animated George Lucas sequel trilogy. Man, I mean, I would love to see that. Obviously, anything that has George Lucas's creative mind involved and the story that he gave Disney that they threw in the trash. I still can't believe that happened. I just reminded myself that happened. But I would absolutely love to see a George Lucas animated sequel trilogy and let Dave Filoni direct with George Lucas's story. And then obviously Filoni and Lucas working together, we could dive deeper into the Force and the wills and all that stuff that George has talked about. We can get a proper Han, Luke, and Leia story, and the tragic passing of Carrie Fisher wouldn't tie the hands of that. I would love that. I would love it. What I would really love, honestly, I would love to see a Pixar movie, but not done by Pixar. Let Dave Filoni run it, but have Pixar Animation Studios do the animation, but have Dave Filoni direct and write the story with George's treatment. So not write the story, but direct it with George's sequel trilogy outline. Boom. That's what I would like to see right there. That's what I would love to see. 100%. 100%. And that way, like I said, we wouldn't have to worry about the fact that Han and Luke and Leia are all passed away. Leia's not, but Carrie Fisher is. So, do you think The Last Jedi ruined Daisy Ridley's career? No, I don't. I don't think Daisy Ridley's a great actress, but she definitely has the look and she has the notoriety at this point that I think she's going to have a good career. I don't think she's going to have an exceptional career. I don't think she's a great actress by any means, but she's got a platform. I think she's going to have a fine career. She'll never be a mega star, I don't think. But The Last Jedi has hurt her career, but I don't think it's hurt it to the point where it's not going to be a Hayden Christensen or a Jake Lloyd situation. But it's definitely, it didn't do her any favors, I guess is the best way to answer that. So, let me see. I gotta catch up with where I am. All right. Scott Knox, can we get a view of your room? I've never seen any past videos. I would like to check out your office if you don't mind. It's kind of a mess right now, but sure, I don't care. So hang on, let me pull my camera up so I can see what I'm showing you guys. Give me just a minute. There we go. All right, so this is just a build on area of my house. So let me see if I can do this. So that's my TV. Those are my video games. All my video game systems, my Avengers poster. I'm taking stuff down off the wall. There's a Kylo mask. There's all my stuff up top. And there's that. Then that's leading into my the other part of my house. And then this is just a window area. There's my air conditioning unit. There's all kind of crap. So that's the gist of it right there. So, all right. Did you guys enjoy that? So, show us your address. Where's Leia? Leia is sleeping, as Leia always does. So, all right, I got to pull this super chat back up. You guys are blowing me up on super chats. So, Jeremy's porno studio. Double doors, nice. The frog stage. Clean up your room, young man. It's being torn apart right now, so that's why it's a mess. It's being torn apart. I've got a laptop on the floor. I've got shoes. I've got my posters that I've got to put my Avengers poster in one of these frames right here for the new room. So a lot of work going on this week. So let me see. Taco Tuesdays with Ivan. Cap FIFA. Somebody sent me that recommendation. I'm going to have to ask Ivan about that. But I think we should create a show on the Geeks and Gamers channel called Taco Tuesdays with Ivan, like someone has suggested. And Cap FIFA, that might have been you that sent the suggestion. But I think that's a great idea. I would love Taco Tuesdays with Ivan. I think that would be great. Let me get here. All right, there we go. Now I got myself off screen there. Enough with the porn. Taco Tuesdays is amazing. More like tacos every day. All right, let me get caught up here. So anyway, Scott Knox, I gave you a little view of the room. It's a disaster right now, but you know, we're all friends, so whatever, man. Whatever. It's all good. John Harden says, episode 9, Kylo rules peacefully. Rey falls in love. They have a daughter. Hux is the real threat. Screenshot this. Yeah, I mean, that's already been those rumors are out there, John. I mean, that I talked about that like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, when that leaked on Reddit. So I hope that doesn't happen, but it's probably going to happen, unfortunately. So Micah Mathis, it's not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns, meaning cook your discs. That's right. That's right. Steve Pena says, check out Mr. H, Jeremy. I will. John Smith, Filoni needs to do a series that covers Luke from Return of the Jedi to the Last Jedi, or Return of the Jedi to the Last Jedi. Maybe he can fix the problems. I believe Dave Filoni can fix the problems. I have a lot of faith in Mr. Filoni. Jedi Knight and friend to Captain Solo. Is soy a parasite like the flood from Halo? Wow, that's a really good explanation right there. All right. So today has been a very good day indeed. Yes, it has. Raw. All right, so we've been on here about an hour. I'm gonna kill this live stream here in just a few minutes. Your room doesn't look that bad. It's not bad. It's the problem with the room is where it's located in the house. That's the problem. Like right out of those doors is my living room. That's where my family is always, my dogs, my wife, my kid, and they are constantly having to be quiet if I'm recording, if they're here. So that creates an issue. So that's why. Bring back George, I agree. And so I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. Looks like we're good. So it's in transition. Teresa Martin, she listens, even though everybody takes that and runs with it and says, "Oh, he's transitioning." Well, that's what I would do too. Because like I like how you guys will bullshit with me and we just kind of have back and forth. Because that's how people talk to each other in real life. Like, yeah, I just talk and we make fun of each other and we take shots at each other and we joke with each other. That's how life should be. It shouldn't be all this buttoned up BS and tiptoeing around people and their feelings. F your feelings. Facts don't care about your feelings, right? Yeah, be quiet, Daddy's filming porn. Nice to see those VHS tapes. Nostalgia, man. Right on. I've got I've got all of these too. Hang on. I've got all of these too. I've got a bunch of these Disney VHSs. I've got a ton of these. So that's old school right there, man. That's old school. So Preach it, Jeremy. Cynical Taco said. Be kind, rewind. Let me get back over here. Hingle McCringleberry says, straight up friend. That's right, straight up friend. Star Wars philosophy. I have a fear that if they force Filoni to tell stories they want, he will leave Star Wars. Interesting. That's true. I don't think he would. I don't think they're going to lose Filoni. I think they'll do whatever they need to. So, evening, Jeremy. First live broadcast. I've been on yours, but follow your page and videos here. Thank you, Chris. We're actually about to end this one, but thank you for joining. Try to do a live stream at 6 p.m. every night. So, Waben22 says only 600 people here. Well, more room for my comment. Yes. You know what I need to do? I'm doing a bad job of thumbnails on my live streams. So, yeah. Who mentioned my nipples? I don't know. Filoni is the man. Hand him a lightsaber. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, we're good. Okay. Jessica Butler, thank you for joining. All right, so notifications not happening. Yeah, that's what everybody's been telling me lately, and it's very frustrating. So, show us your bare feet at 70K. Thanks, Jeremy, for answering the questions. Love when you talk box office. You're welcome. I do try to pay attention to the box office. So, yeah, I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the support that you guys continue to give. So, Jack Cooper. Jeremy, how do you feel about this guy? I don't know what you're talking about. So, thank you, Jeremy. Most times I get here late. That's okay, Jessica. Any support, all support is appreciated. I missed 2 super chats way back. Okay. Well, I'm here to please everyone. So let me see if I can read up and see what I missed. Don't send any more super chats, by the way, guys, unless you want some. If you're just sending it for support, that's fine. But I'm gonna be ending this soon. But let me see. I don't see any that I missed. Oh, the awkward silence. I hate awkward silence. So I'm going to keep talking through the awkward silence. Awkward silence is the worst thing ever. I will fart before I let awkward silence enter a situation. It is so uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. I can't stand it. So I'm just going to keep yapping until I can see. I don't see any super chats I missed, bud. I apologize. On the rewatch, I will check and see, because I always try to rewatch these things and see what the regular, like, so I get so consumed with the Blu-ray David, the Captain America of Minnesota. Yes, you can get a shout out. But I always rewatch the live streams when I can, just so I can read all of the comments that aren't super chat, because I like to see what you guys are saying. So silence, awkward it is. Yeah. I don't see it, man. So I apologize if I missed any. If you can screenshot them and just send them to me if they were yours, I will be happy to cover them on another one. So my bad. I'm looking right now, but I'm still scrolling through all of it. Oh, there's one. Atomic Gum. Star Wars fact, Jyn is hotter than Rey. I disagree, but I like, they're both good looking, so I mean, it's all good. And I see Jason Fanning sent a $2 super chat with nothing. So those are the only 2 I see. So we are here to drink your beer. Discount Rockstar, awkward silence makes for a great band name. That's right, that's true. Let me see. You got it. Got the missed super chat. Jeremy Peterson. Okay, awesome. I like to make sure I'm pleasing all of you. So, and don't take that in a sexual way, because that's not how I mean. So don't get your hopes up. So, Jyn has the prettier character arc than Rey. I agree with that. I'll agree with that. Stephanie, Jeff at World Class Bullshitters disagrees with me about what? What exactly? I mean, we and him disagree a lot. So about Ray and Jyn Erso. Aunt Beru is hotter than Ray. Enjoy the silence. Yeah, but Ray got a nice booty. Do you ever watch Marvel Studios? Yeah, I love Marvel movies. I'm a big fan. I was getting a little tired of Marvel movies, and then Infinity War happened, and so I'm hoping that they don't go the SJW route. So, how can you get an autograph? Do you really want my autograph, Drake Tafoya? Would you really want my autograph? I know Jeff dislikes Ray. Jeff and I disagree on a lot of things. So, would you guys be interested? Like, really? Would you want my autograph? Like, I've replied to some people on Twitter, and I've had people say, "Oh, I got a famous person that responded." I'm like, "Who?" They're like, "You." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm just a regular old dude, man. I'm just a regular dude. So, Infinity War was the best Disney movie of the year. Infinity War is probably the best movie of the year. So, Rocky Perez, are you going to see Ant-Man and the Wasp? Yes, and I've said that about Jurassic World and Incredibles 2, but I love the first Ant-Man. So, Jeremy, you are famous to us. Well, John, I appreciate that, and that means a lot to me. So, Mike G says, you the man. No, you the man, Mike G. So, all right, guys. Jeremy's a celeb now. Don't forget all of us little people, LOL. You guys are too much, man. All right. Well, thank you all for joining. And I hope you all have a great night. I'll be back. Micah Mathis hit me. Hang on. Micah Mathis, what do you think? Why do you think there are so many Brits in Star Wars? Shouldn't there be more Americans in it? And does it not really matter as long as the characters are well written? It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter at all if a person's British or whatever. So that's not just specific to Star Wars, though. It's actually going on in a lot of TV shows and movies and everything like that. So a lot of people are shocked if you watch Sons of Anarchy. A lot of people are shocked that Jax Teller, who played by Charlie Hunnam, he's actually British. So, like, he talks like he's a badass in Sons of Anarchy, and then he talks just like a Brit dude. And like, not to say Brit dudes aren't tough or whatever, because they're Sir William Regal, but yeah, but Charlie Hunnam sounds nothing like Jax Teller, and people are so shocked. So Jeremy is going to get too big and will only respond to super chat. That is not true, Jedi Cowboy. That is not true at all. That's why. Don't send any more super chats, and I'll just respond to regular messages now. After Josh, the amazing animator, says it's coming, I'll just respond to regular chat now. Hello, Jeremy. How are you doing? Says Obi-Wan. Somebody. It's already gone. So go kart with Mario. He does now. I don't know what he does now, but if you're talking about not only responding to super chats, that's what we're doing now. No more super chats. I'm just responding to regular comments now. So, Jeremy, have you seen Altered Carbon? Good show. I have not. You know what? And I haven't seen Altered Carbon, but this is what we're going to do. On the live streams, I'm going to take the final 10 minutes and request no more super chats, and then I'm just going to respond to non-super chat comments, as many as I can. That way, everybody is getting an opportunity to get some a voice in there. That's because I care about everybody. I literally can't respond to all of you, but I'll try my best. Okay, so let me see. Boyega is the son of Lando and Chow. Trickster66 says TNX, or thanks for the tip on Grace's latest video today. It was a great video, and that is awesome. Face Shifter, you will respond to my comment. Waves hand persuasively. It worked, Fate Shifter. Stephanie says awesome. Stephanie is awesome, by the way. Let me see. Jeremy, for that statement, you are the best. That is seducing Jackal. Look, you guys are all the best, okay? So, like, when I say I'm quitting, I'm moving on from the chat, and you guys still hang here. I mean, we still have 596. Usually when I say that, we lose a few hundred people. And so the fact that we still have 600 people watching, that's awesome. So our contacts were right. Stephanie, I got your email, and you know what? I appreciate you sending me that information. I really do. And thank you for all you do, Stephanie. So All right. Grace will be our Mon Mothma. That's awesome. Punisher. The Punisher is the best Marvel character. John Bernthal's Punisher is definitely the best Marvel character. John Bernthal is amazing. Jimmy B says, love your takes on movies, Jeremy. Thank you. Jeremy, will you watch Altered Carbon and check it out? Yes, I will soon. Once I get caught up on all of your favorite show, Riverdale, because I'm watching season 2 of Riverdale right now. And I know all of you are going to be like, oh, we used to like him, but he's a soy boy because he watches Riverdale. And oh my gosh, the chat's moving really fast. Not my proudest fap. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, Grace is the SJW. Yeah, I mean, I know she's all about like pro diversity and all that stuff, and so you know, it's all good. Jesse is Holdo. No, Jesse's not Holdo, and don't let her hear you say that. Grace is woke. Luigi Kart. That's better than Mario Kart with a C. Let's see. Ahsoka should be in Battlefront 2, says Dylan Richter, and I agree 100%. Haha, Riverdale, it's cool, Jeremy. I do like Riverdale. I really do. It's a good show. We want Banjo-Kazooie in Super Smash, says Peter Parker. I agree. Favorite board game of the 80s. I don't know if I can date my board games, but I'm a Monopoly guy. But I loved, what was that? Operation. I loved the Operation and Tornado Rex. If we have any Tornado Rex fans in the chat, I need to know right now. OJ Martinez, hey, Jeremy, will you be live streaming on your sports channel at some point? Yes. Next week, I will be live streaming on the sports channel. 100%. I guarantee it. Ahsoka deserves her own movies, but not under SJW, says Fate Shifter. I agree. Tornado Rex. All right, we got some Tornado Rex fans in here. If you don't know about Tornado Rex, you need to look it up. Google Tornado Rex, and it's so good. Shushu Back says, sign my baby. Tornado Rex was so cool. It was so cool. I also enjoyed Guess Who. If you remember Guess Who, and I'm trying to think. There was Candyland. There was, trying to think of some more. Battleship was great. Sabine is awesome in Rebels. I agree with that, Chris. Ahsoka is the best damn female character in Star Wars. She's the best damn character in Star Wars, in my opinion. Although I won't say she's objectively the best, because Luke is the best. Luke is the best character in Star Wars. So, Tornado Rex. Look it up if you don't know about Tornado Rex. I used to take my G.I. Joe characters, and the Tornado Rex thing, it was like a little winding road where the tornado could go to spin down it, and I used to put my G.I. Joe figures on it and see which one of them could stand up. Connect 4 was great. All right. Jeremy loves Riverdale, and you can't teach that. Trump the game. Oh, my God. So funny. That was such a disaster. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were appreciative that we so that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna just do the like 10 minutes late, the final 10 minutes if I have time, and I'm gonna try to always make time. We're just gonna do non-super chat questions just so we're getting everybody involved, because I sincerely appreciate all of you so very, very much. You're all just the best, and you know, it means a lot. It means a lot. So, also, I need to shout out a YouTube channel, Dog Review. Dog Review. Let me look up a YouTube. Like, I had a list of YouTube channels I wanted to mention before everybody leaves. Trying to find it right now. Come on, come on, come on. Got to give me a minute, guys, because I subscribed to this channel the other day, and I'm trying to look for it now. I can't find it. So let's just go ahead, and I want to give Stephanie Genesek another shout out, because she's here in the comments. She's always sending me information on Twitter and on email. So awkward silence. I know, Teresa. So I'm just going to shout out Stephanie Genesek again. Stephanie, can you comment? Can you comment? Are you still watching? She may not still be watching. But have a good day, Jay. Much love, Roll Tide, brother. Thank you so much. I like the claps. Stephanie Janisek. Stephanie Janisek. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a great night. Thank you very, very, very much for joining, for supporting, and being awesome. We will talk to you later.